This is going to be a very short video talking through Suetonius 32, which details some of the administrative changes that occurred under Nero. So this is going to be mainly focusing on issues around finances, particularly after the fire of Rome. So we do know that obviously to pay for the rebuilding of Rome would cost a huge amount of money, and this is going to detail some of the sort of lengths that he had to take to try and get the money. So we have Nero found himself destitute, financial difficulties as such he could not lay hands on it, not even for soldiers' pay or the veterans' benefits. So this goes well beyond just to do with the rebuilding. This is also just about the running of the empire in general. So the source talks about that he resorts to robbery and blackmail. So he goes and uses illegal means. So we have a couple of things he has. So he makes a law that if a freeman died who had taken the name of a family connected with his own and could not show adequate reason, 5/6 of the estates, not merely 1/2, will be forfeited to the privy purse. Well, that's a whole lot of stuff to unpack. So obviously freemen are ex-slaves, and when slaves are freed, they are given the name of the family who had previously owned them, so the ones who had freed them. So if there's a family connected with his own, and this could be through blood relations or just kind of like through marriage, etc. So if they had taken that name, what would then happen is it could not show an adequate reason for what, I'm not entirely sure to be honest, but obviously a huge amount of the estate would be given back to the treasury. So he's just seizing money and property off freedmen, which is obviously very difficult for them in terms of their going forward. We've got he seized the estates of those who had shown ingratitude to their emperor, which is not good. In order to make more money, he also fines lawyers for writing wills and dictating such wills. So when it talks about estates being showing ingratitude to the emperor, so this is when we're talking about it was customary for senators and other people to leave part of their estate in their will to the imperial family. So those ones that he thought had not left enough money would then have the whole estate seized. And then that's when he would find the lawyers who were responsible for dictating such of these wills that he found to be not good enough. He recalled the presents he had given to Greek states, and then he sort of melts them down, which is obviously not good. He also, in terms of another administrative, he bans the sale of some different dyes. So the idea is that the certain cloths and certain colours would only be available to like senators, etc., and they tend to be purple ones. So he bans the sale of these particular dyes, and anyone he found sort of selling them was shut down, which was not good. We also robbed numerous temples of their treasures and melted down the gold and silver images. In fact, I will put that out. We have got another religious issue here. The fact he's taken them from the temples is not good religious policy, but the fact he's among them household gods of Rome. So he's being quite blasphemous here in terms of the things he was choosing to melt down. Unlike if you think back to Augustus, who had melted down some silver statues, but they were statues of himself. He never melted down the statues of the gods, because that would be a ridiculous thing to do in terms of religious policy. And that's kind of it for this section, really. There are other administrative changes that we'll look at for like his relations with the Senate and the equestrians and all the rest of it. But when we're talking about, in general terms, with the finances, he's desperately trying to get money because he just doesn't have enough for his building works. And when we look at his building works in the next video, you'll soon find out why he didn't have enough money.